Hi, I'm Dr. Tiffany Baldwin, founder of Grandpa's Legacy, and I help older people tell and record their life stories. Have you ever wished that you knew more about the story of a loved one or family history? Most of us do. Most of us wish that we knew more about the lives of our loved ones who've passed, or more about family history in general. And so in this video, what I want to do is I want to convince you that now is the time to ask for and record your loved ones' stories. We all know that right now, the older population is very vulnerable when it comes to contracting COVID-19. And we're losing that population faster than we would normally, which means that those stories are going untold unless they've already been told and recorded. So again, I'd like to encourage all of you to ask your older loved ones for their stories and record them. I know this can be a little overwhelming or you don't know where to get started, so I'm going to help you get started. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me and why I think this is important. I have a PhD in family communication and aging, and I was very fortunate that when I was in graduate school, I came across a file box full of letters that my maternal grandfather had written over the last 20 years of his life. These letters were to friends, family, business associates, and they detailed the last 20 years of his life from age 70 to age 90. And I was able to put this together into a research project that essentially told the story of my grandfather's aging years. This is really the inspiration for the founding of Grandpa's Legacy, which does help people reminisce, reflect on, and record their life stories, because this is such an amazing thing for me to have and to be able to pass on to my daughter and future generations. I feel so grateful, and I want to pay it forward. So I started a business of helping people do this. But like many of you, my life was turned upside down in mid-March with the coronavirus. All of a sudden, overnight, I find myself working at home full time. My daughter's at home with me every day, finishing third grade. And unfortunately, this business has had to take a back seat. But I think it's so important that I wanted to do this video to get the message out and encourage all of you, especially when we are home more now, get those stories. There are benefits to life storytelling for your loved one, for you, and for the relationship. Really, this whole process is good for everyone's overall emotional health and well-being. So let's do it, right? Why not? I'm going to give you 3 questions to get started with. I would recommend recording it in whatever way is easy for you. Maybe it's recording through Zoom, a Zoom meeting. Maybe it's voice memoing, a conversation. Whatever makes sense for you and for your family's history and the preservation of stories is a great way to record. And the 3 questions that I'm going to give you, I think they're going to lead you to other questions, uncover unexpected paths of conversation. So I think just 3 questions can really set you on your way to really getting some rich, awesome stories that you can pass on to future generations. So those 3 questions. First, what are your favorite childhood memories and what kind of an impact did they have on you? Why are they special to you? 2, who are some of the most influential people in your life? And what impact have they had on you? Why have they been important? And 3, what are some of the most important lessons that you've learned in life? That's it. Simple. 3 questions. It's going to take you a long way. So go out, ask your loved ones for their stories, record them, preserve your family legacy for future generations. But do me a favor, come back and tell me about it. Come back, comment down below, and tell me how it went. I want to hear about all these stories. I also want to know if there are other ways I can help you. I have lots of tips and suggestions to share around life story writing and recording. So please feel free to let me know if there are other topics that you'd like to know more about. Thank you so much.